You're teasing.
I'll say, hang on, I got to figure out what I want to do.
Okay.
If I start the teasing now, would you stop that? Please listen, follow, subscribe, whatever, everything. Press all the buttons you can for us, please. Oh, please. Otherwise, he starts this again, and it's just not. There we go. So if you would like, subscribe and follow. And if you're so inclined to actually listen to and or watch, depending how you do that, This Is Truly News. It'd be spectacularly wonderful for all of us involved. Like, subscribe, and follow. And if you find a weird story you think we'd be interested in, TITR@netradio.network. And thank you.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
The husband of a California dermatologist.
Stop it. Stop it now.
Husband of a California dermatologist.
Take two.
The husband of a California dermatologist set up a hidden camera in his home kitchen.
Oh, boy.
He thought some...
Like a nanny cam?
In a sense. He caught his wife poisoning his hot lemonade with drain cleaner.
Well, that's not good.
Well, physician Jack Chen, had been feeling more and more ill as time went on. So he surreptitiously filmed his wife of 10 years.
Surreptitiously?
Yu is her name.
But that would be on the down low.
After he
Sneakily
fell ill and suspected her of spiking his drink with Drano. Mr. Chen provided the footage to police in Irvine, who arrested Ms. Yu, 45, outside her Mission Viejo dermatology office. She was released after posting $30,000 bond. Mr. Chen
so what, a $3 million bail, really?
Probably.
Because the bond is what, usually 10%?
Yeah, I think it's
300,000, sorry.
Yeah.
No, 3 million. Anyway.
I can't do 58. Mr. Chen
Bingo.
further alleged his wife had a history of physical and verbal abuse against him and their 2 children.
Oh, now you're getting into ugly territory. Well,
right? If not ugly enough, you're getting Drano in your hot lemonade.
That would be ugly enough.
He requested a restraining order.
Lemon scented Drano.
He was
I feel bad about me now.
He was granted that restraining order and is seeking a divorce. Big shock.
Yeah.
That's a good reason, by the way.
That would be one no attorney would look askance.
No.
At.
She put Drano in your what?
She did what, your who?
Okay, well, let's get out of this.
Sit. Do you want the police story or the fire story?
Let's start with police, because I always think of police and fire.
Thank you. A man we're in Seattle now, so things are not normal.
Okay.
What, you're arguing?
No.
A man suspected of breaking into a Seattle home has refused to come clean about his intentions, even though police found him fully clothed in a bathtub filled with water. Get it? Come clean? The AP writer is being very funny. A woman returned to her home Friday night, found a window smashed and an unknown man inside the house, according to Seattle PD. She remained outside the home, thank you.
Smart lady, thank you.
And called police. Upon their arrival, officers instructed anyone inside to come out. No one did. So they went in to search the home, and they found the suspect in the bathroom.
Was he humming?
In the police statement, the man was clothed but very wet, and the bathtub was full of water.
Putting 2 and 2 together, the cops surmised.
What does Sherlock Holmes say? When all that is whatever is cast aside, the rest that's left, no matter how improbable, is the truth.
Oh, sure. I know what you're talking about.
So I'm going with he was probably taking a bath in his clothes, which leads me to response of what the hell.
Mm-hmm.
The 27-year-old man was arrested for residential burglary, refused to explain his actions, including his choice of bathing spot. I mean, how do you choose? Dude, that's the only question we really want to know here.
This house
I mean-
looks like it has a nice,
You're a
bathroom.
common run-of-the-mill thief, okay? Little breaking and entering.
no
What
big
we
deal.
want to know is why in God's name would you break in, do whatever you do, and then take a bath in your clothes in their house?
I think he was trying to clean up his act.
Get away from me. Don't ever talk to me ever again. Ever.
Most streamed.
You're talking to
song-
me. Stop it.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them.
Oh, them.
Mhm.
Sure, fine. Boy, how quickly they change allegiances. I tell you what.
The most streamed songs of the 1970s, most streamed songs of 2022 from the 1970s in UK,
Why is it always in the UK?
because that's what the list was made up of. And
Okay.
besides, it's kind of fun to see what they do.
You
Because,
can't find one in the USA where I might have a shot?
no, you'll have a shot.
You
at
may not
these.
have noticed, but the British and I do not think a lot alike.
Or you do.
For one, I cannot eat sheep stomach.
Well, you're missing the best parts then. 1970,
Yep.
a song by Elton John. Which one do you think it might be?
1970?
Yeah, I sang this one to Anne badly when I proposed.
So it wasn't Rocket Man.
Wasn't Tiny Dancer either.
No, I'm trying. Well, it could have been. I'm trying to. Now, no one's going to ever hear Tiny Dancer again the same way. It's this love song.
I'm going to give that one to you.
Sweetest
Yep.
you've ever heard.
Yep. Your song.
That's it.
Your song by Elton John.
That and Annie's song were two of the sappiest
Songs that
Romantic.
you liked.
that were okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1971.
Yes.
Speak of the Devil. John Denver. What song?
Rocky Mountain High.
Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Really?
Yeah, I find
I
that
mean, Almost Heaven?
West Virginia.
West Virginia?
Blue
Blue
Ridge
Ridge
Mountains.
Mountains?
Shenandoah.
Shenandoah
River.
River?
Here's the thing.
You know,
He went to
Life is
Edina
old
High
there.
School for 1 year.
older than
So
the seas.
everyone claims him. What?
Younger than the mountains. Flowing like a breeze.
Blowing like a
Country roads, take me home to the
home.
place where I belong. Elmer's Wigwam, downtown St. Cloud.
Elmer's Wigwam.
That was, we would, you have a few beers and you sing that after a softball game, boy.
Yeah,
At the
you
top
might.
of
I
your
can
lungs.
imagine you doing
I
it.
never understood why we were the only ones in the bar after that, but
1972, another song by Elton John. Which one do you think it is this time?
it's Rocket
we-
Man.
It's one we've mentioned. It's not Rocket Man.
Tiny Dancer?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
that was never one of my
huge.
favorite Elton songs.
I always loved that one.
Oh, you would.
I liked Indian Sunset better, though. I was on the other side of the record.
You know, that's one of the, usually Elton and Bernie, when they pick their, here's the A and B.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. In the old days, there were records.
Yep.
They had two sides. They were made of vinyl.
Yep.
On one side was the A side. That's where they put the hit.
Yep.
And on the other side was the B side. That's where they put another song.
Yep.
Sometimes, not very often, but
The B
sometimes
side
the
was
B
better.
side hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Elton and Bernie were really good, man. Their A side bang.
Yes.
And
They
they
were-
wrote weirdly.
Right. Right. What's
Right,
your
'cause
favorite?
Bernie wrote the
Wrote the
Bernie
lyrics
wrote the-
first.
Bernie wrote the lyrics, Elton put
Yeah.
the music to it. So some songs Bernie pictured as a ballad weren't.
Right.
And the other way around.
What's your favorite Elton John album?
Oh, you got to go with Yellow Brick Road.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. There's just too much on that
You do.
by sheer volume.
I'm Madman.
Is also very good.
I could listen to
What
that
was the one
whole
with the Brown
all the
album? The Brown album cover.
time. On the Brown Dirt Cowboy.
No, that was
Captain
hideous.
Fantastic, and
That was hideous. No, that was later. It was some of his early stuff back when he was, would be appearing at St. Cloud State, for heaven's sake.
Don't Jew me. That's not what I meant. Don't shoot me.
I'm only the
Wow.
piano player. Nope, that was a black cover that had the Daniel tune on it.
So, did it have a date on it? Was it the one? No, you're right. That had Daniel on it.
I can't remember
I
now.
can't remember right now. Can't remember.
But I think it's the one that had Rocket Man and
Honky Chateau was Brown, wasn't
it
it?
was Brown.
Yep.
That would be my
Get
second.
back, Honky
It-
Cat.
There are two different versions of Elton. Okay.
Yep.
Up until 74,
Mm-hmm.
there was Elton John, who was really good, but more personable looking.
Yep.
Then he got the platforms, the loud clothes, and the big glasses.
Yep.
And he hit with Yellow Brick Road.
Yep.
Which, when I look at Yellow Brick Road, there is not a misstep on the whole album.
No, there really isn't.
There are a couple of songs that are I mean, the Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting is a great anthem if you're into barroom brawls.
We still do that one.
I mean,
The
that's
band
just one of
plays it
those.
every night.
Okay, here's your Elton John trivia.
Okay.
1976 was the USA's bicentennial, celebrating our 200th birthday.
Yes.
Elton John has a song out called
Get Back Honky Cat.
Oh, great. No, I can't remember it.
Ha!
I can hear it in my head, but I can't get the name of it.
You'll think of it.
He had a song out
Mm-hmm.
basically geared towards our birthday.
Oh, well, how sweet.
And I got to look for it now. I will in a moment. And it was not Philadelphia Freedom.
Okay.
It was sort of an American sort of homage, sort of.
Yeah.
And it was kind of hip and almost anthemy.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that song.
It was not number one in Philadelphia at the time.
They were busy trying to
They were
strangle
busy.
each other.
They were busy listening to Dave Schultz. Go ahead, ask the question in your head.
Who?
Dave Schultz. He was the goon for the Broad Street Bullies back then, the Philadelphia Flyers, and he had put out a novelty tune called Penalty Box. That was, in fact, the number one song in Philadelphia when the whole rest of the country was listening to Philadelphia Freedom.
1973, a Dolly Parton tune was the most streamed last year.
1973? 9 to 5?
Nope. No, that was
later,
later.
isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
later. 73 earlier. Think of early hit.
She had lots of them.
Rhymes with Vaseline.
Jolene?
Mm-hmm.
I lose track in the timelines.
Right. 1975, song by Queen. And this is the one that really just broke them worldwide.
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Absolutely.
You know, when
I
you're going
thought
to
that was later, but
when
it was
you're going to
75.
debut a tune as your first hit,
Yeah. Oh,
you could do worse.
yep.
And it's
Yep.
one of those songs. It reminds me of Lightfoot.
Oh,
Gordon
yeah.
Lightfoot's
Yeah.
Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. You know what? You never do long story songs because the radio won't play them.
Yep.
So you've got this from Queen, which is a long, but it actually has kind of a hook in there.
Yep.
And then you get to the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It's not only long and a story song, but it has no hook. And it was
But people
it's still
loved it.
monster. Yep.
Yeah. It's still an absolute freaking monster. Okay. 1976, Fleetwood Mac.
Go your
Your instincts are correct.
go your own way.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That is one of my all-time favorite, although Stevie Nicks hates it.
Does she really?
Yeah. because
Well, I
Lindsay-
suppose
Lindsay
it was
took
a little
some shots at her
vindictive.
in the song. Yeah.
Yeah. 1977, Fleetwood Mac.
The one after that,
It's on the
Two
same
words.
record.
it's 2 words.
Nope, it's one word,
Really?
one syllable. Dreams.
Oh, I'd forgotten.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
We just added that to our set list for the band, and
That's,
folks kind of love it.
when you listen to some of those, you go back and go, man, people could actually at one time do pop
Yeah.
music.
That was really something. It was really spectacular.
But that whole album was,
Yep.
the first 2 albums were unbelievable.
Yep. Well, those of that iteration of the band.
Yes.
Previous iterations were all blues, and it was kind of me.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah. 1978, Earth, Wind, and Fire. What song?
September?
Yeah. 1979. This is now getting into a place where we had to play some of these songs when we were DJs, remember?
Yeah.
1979. This is one I think you're going to have a hard time with. Queen.
We Are the Champions.
Nope.
Crazy Little Thing?
Nope. That was later.
Yeah, because I played both of those.
And
Got
it's
me.
possible we didn't play this because it took me forever to discover it. And I really like the song now. Don't Stop Me Now.
Don't remember that at all.
Don't Stop Me Now.
No, still don't remember it. Thanks.
Look it up. I think you'll have a great
Okay.
time with it.
Well, Queen was pretty talented.
Yeah. Back to Hume.
Well, I was having more fun. Do you have 80s yet?
I'll get to the 80s next time.
Okay. So we did police. Now we do fire. The smoke was coming. The smoke was coming from inside the fire station. This can't be good. I'm pretty sure that in Flowery Branch, Georgia, there are firefighters whose self-esteem took a beating.
Oh,
Yes, firefighters in the suburban Atlanta area returned from a call to find their own breakfast in flames. The Times of Gainesville reports
now I'm hungry and I have to keep working.
that a Hall County fire, and I want to burn my lunch, that a Hall County fire crew accidentally left the stove on when they left the station to respond to a house fire.
Did they find the occupants of the house fire at the fire station fighting that one?
Have only been fair, right? Turnaround sort of thing. Other firefighters returned to the Flowery Branch station and found the smoke and a small fire. Fire officials say the stove's fire suppression system put out the blaze while firefighters tried to grab a fire extinguisher. The stove was lightly damaged. No one was injured but the breakfast. That's got to be one of those. Well, that's irony right there.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.